is Nadeem Khanzadah. I head the retail business at Jumbo Electronics. I've been with Jumbo for 18 years now, and the last 6 years have been heading this business. I think I'm really fortunate to be part of retail and be part of technology retail, consumer technology retail, because these are the two most dynamic industries, I think, where the pace and action is just relentless, and where change is the only constant. If you look at retail, it's changed completely in the last few years, and what's happened in the last 7-8 years has been nothing short of disruptive from what retail used to be to what it is now. And this change is all being driven by changing consumer behavior, for which the catalyst is technology. So I think it's great to be working in retail and in consumer electronics and gadget retail as such. The goal really is just to be the best consumer electronics store in the UAE and to provide the best experience to the customers. That is our goal, and that is what we've been trying to do, especially in the last 2-3 years, where we've changed our stores to become a little more contemporary than what they were. We've curated the product mix to offer the customers a range which they would prefer to look at and find it easier to shop. We also launched our e-com platform a few years ago to make it truly an omni-channel shopping experience for the customers, and we are well on our way to becoming the most preferred destination for customers for a great shopping experience. Well, as a business professional, I think there is no finishing line, there's no goalpost, it's always changing. So you set an objective, and by the time you achieve that objective, you are actually on to your next one. So success a lot of times is very fleeting. Yes, you enjoy it when you've achieved a certain goal, but then by then you are on to the next one. Success to me is being able to command respect, never having to demand respect from anyone. I've been working for the last 22 odd years now. So I started my career in the mid-90s, and that was a time when the only technology we had was possibly access to a PC, which had Windows, Microsoft Word and PowerPoint and Excel. That was it. When you went on vacations, a few years later, when you went on vacations and you came back, you were deluded with about hundreds and hundreds of mails, which took a couple of days just to sift through. And if you now come to today, where we are with our connected devices, be it your smartphone, be it your laptop, you could be sitting in the US, you could be sitting in China, you could be sitting in Japan, and be fully connected with your team, either through messaging or through emails or through IP telephony, could be part of the meetings through video conferencing. So you are never away from work, and the office has just become a physical space, but you are connected 24/7 now. So it's been a complete paradigm shift, and technology has really been a great boon for us. It's become ubiquitous, is what I can say. You can't live without a mobile phone, whether you like it or not. And it's there constantly right from the time you wake up to the time you go back to sleep. So whether it's your social stuff or the business stuff, you can't do without a mobile. It's just become indispensable. It's made life much easier. You're always connected, you're never away from work. So even if you're on vacation, for example, you don't feel that you're disconnected from work, which can be a boon at times or a bane at times, but it does definitely help the professional life much more. I think the growth has been nothing short of phenomenal. Especially on the higher ends, where they've been able to up their brand positioning with the customers. When they came, it was a bit of a struggle to sell the premium devices, but now it's a very established brand, and it's a definite alternative for customers looking for a premium phone. And the build quality of the phones is excellent, aesthetics are very good, and now as a brand in that segment, Huawei is becoming more and more recognized and accepted. I think it's a terrific phone. The first thing that catches your eye is the aesthetics. So it used to be an all-metal body earlier, but now it's all glass. Very good to look at. But the most important aspect, I think, which caught my eye really was the AI chipset that it has, and the kind of smart contextual stuff that it can throw up. Example, when you're reading in the dark, it says, why don't you put on the blue light filter, because you won't strain your eyes. And the other very good feature which I really like is the noise cancellation in call, because a lot of times you're in the public environment and you're not able to hear the conversation from the other end, and it's a great feature to have in the phone. Apart from that, since I'm an extensive user throughout the day, the battery life is very important, and this phone, even at the end of the day, has enough in the tank to go for maybe half a day more. Another aspect which I've liked is the screen resolution. Even in absolute brightness out in the sun, you can see it very clearly. So these are some of the features which I've really appreciated of this phone. I guess the first and most important thing is, the advice that I can give is that enjoy what you do. So follow your passion. There's no point being stuck in something that you don't like. If you don't like something, you'll hate coming to work. You'll even hate getting out of bed in the morning. So follow your passion and do what you really, really enjoy. But otherwise, on a more serious note, acquire knowledge. Have deep domain knowledge of whatever you do, whatever your chosen field is. Try and be the best in that. And there's no substitute for hard work. It might sound cliched, but put in the hard yards. Once you've got that domain knowledge, you know your stuff, you have the right attitude, you become dependable and integral to the organization. Once you start delivering on that, then the only way is up in your career. The other advice that I would give is don't fear failure. Not everything that you do is going to be successful. There are times when you won't succeed in what you tried to do, but a lot of times failure will make you a bigger person by having greater learning than what success can do. So don't fear it and just go out and try new stuff, try and be innovative, and success will come. Follow your passion and aim to be the best. And finally, I'd say no matter where you reach, be humble and enjoy that success. I think a couple of things. One is, like I mentioned earlier, be passionate about what you do. And if you're passionate about what you do, you will drive yourself to become the best in whatever you're trying to be. So I'll go back to what I said a little while earlier. Be passionate about whatever you do and be well informed with the only aim of being the best in the business. If you have that express aim, I think you will be able to unlock your entire potential and deliver on it.